So we have a fun topic for you tonight.
Oh boy, do we ever.
It's Thursday. Hi.
We do have a fun topic.
Let me get a little volume. We do have a fun
I just
topic.
realized.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Happy Thursday, Wild Women with Wine.
I'm good. SHIT.
I know. What was it again? SHIT stood for
Sure
something.
happy it's Thursday.
Sure happy it's Thursday. Time for a toast. Toast to you all. Welcome to the show.
Toast to you all. Welcome to the show.
I just realized, like, how am I going to be able to get the, I got to figure out a way to get, I took screenshots of some of the DMs I've gotten. Have you taken any?
No, but I have them in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what's the best way to get my screenshots.
I did remember to turn badges on. So let's tell people about badges.
We don't need no stinking badges. Okay. We need stinking badges. You buy the badges. They're on the Instagram, and they support everything we do here, like drinking, and drinking.
They support our drinking games.
We're going from Boone's Farm apple wine to a nice menage a trois. I'm just trying to figure out how I can get into my DMs here.
So if you want to support our work, there's a couple of ways to do that. You can go on Patreon. We each have a Patreon, and you can just tip here. I think it's 99 cents a badge, and it's just a very sweet way to say thank you for taking this time out of your week, because we do this every Thursday.
Yes, we do.
And I mean, even though Karen and I absolutely have a blast doing this with each other and with you, it does require that we aren't able to do anything else during this hour. So
yes, that's true.
It is a devotion. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a devotion. I'm going to share with you my DMs, and I can't find them. I will be back. I got an idea. I'll be back.
You do? Okay.
Yes, I got an idea.
Okay.
Look out for that.
All right. So she's got an idea. Okay. So we have a blank screen. So tonight's ladies' night, by the way. So if you have a lady friend that you think would enjoy having a conversation with Karen and I and sharing some of their stories and participating, please share this live with them so that they can come in during this hour. We like to devote one Thursday a month, the first Thursday, the Thirsty Thursday, to women to talk about things that women's concerns, women's sharing, women's issues, women's delights, women's pleasures, all those yummy things. So I think it's if you've got anybody that can come in and join us as a female, and men are certainly welcome to. We have no issue with that, but just understand that we will be talking about things that are maybe pertain more to women, and if you find that they pertain to you, speak up. I think we're all human, right? The gender is not as important as we might have thought it once was. So hey, Brady, thank you, Brady. Brady brought 3 badges.
Thank you, Brady, for the badges. I'm back in hopes that I can find my DMs on this thing here. Okay. You can also start.
You need a sip?
And I was going to say that we can also use the badges to get hand surgery, because I use my hand so much when I'm on TikTok that I think I now need surgery. It's a problem.
Yeah, I guess it's whatever we use the most in our day. It's going to get the most worn out or the most exercise. I'm not sure which.
And that would be this thing right here called a thumb. Terrible. Oh my God. So I don't usually answer all these DMs, but I thought they were worthwhile to go through, because some of them are like the things that you don't want to be doing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think there's a do and don't list for sure.
Right.
Carpal tunnel syndrome is sexy. Yeah.
I don't know what I did. I did something that caused it to constantly go into overdrive. Let me see something. All right. So I guess some of them are good questions, and some of them are just completely obnoxious. But my number one don't do. Oh, thank you, David. There we go. The number one don't do is don't say hey. Why would anybody answer something that just said hey?
Right, exactly.
I mean,
yeah, hey, or just hi.
Hey, hi. Those kind of things are stupid. Okay.
Do you reply to any of those?
No, I do not.
I don't either.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to not be replied to, start off with hey or hi.
Someone did. I think send an interesting one though. He said, "I want to know what is the one question or message you are hoping to receive."
Well, that's a great one.
I thought that was a very nice one.
Yeah.
Think about that.
That's a great one. And tonight, I would like for us to. I mean, we'll give all the don'ts, but then I'd like to give some do's too. So we maybe can plant some ideas in people about how to break the ice, how to ask a question, how to what's that first interaction look like?
Yeah.
With a stranger.
Nancy, Mr. Starbucks loves your hair.
Thank you. It is my
It's
accessory.
growing. It's growing.
I know. I just got it cut today.
Oh, thank you. Jay said the reason that I have problems with my hand is I've given too many happy ending massages. Is that what that is? Notice it's on the right hand. It's on the thumb. I was thinking it was because I'm like holding my phone like this all the time, but maybe it is because of the happy ending massages. Guess I'm gonna have to stop doing that.
Maybe that's it.
Well,
you use your thumb?
I use my thumb constantly.
Like with happy ending massages?
Yes, I do. So anyway, I thought we'd read some of the other funny ones. I mean, I guess some of them are not funny, but some of them are funny. Do you think any of them are funny?
I'm not sure, but usually they're annoying.
I got one that said, oh, I hear a cat. I am 72 and
she's in heat.
Aw. I got
she's
one.
Just tortured.
Well, get her fixed.
We will at a year, but we want her to have her hormones for a year because it is healthier for them.
Okay. I'm not a cat hormone I only know about people hormones. I don't know about cat hormones. Okay. Well, that makes sense then. It was why you wait on that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I was showing you was, so here's one. A lot of them were saying how old they are. Again, I don't know why, because you tell me how old you are, that means that I'm going to want to fuck you. I just don't understand that. Have you figured that out?
Yeah. No.
No.
No, I don't even, like, I'm always like, well, why did you tell me that?
I got a lot of,
why does that matter?
Okay. So I got some that are, how are you? And hey, let's see. I want to have you as my sugar mama.
Oh, another one?
Okay. Let's see. Hello. I don't want to tell you how much I love you, but on the contrary, I want to say, and I cut off. Oh, here. You are a very nice person. Now that's a good one. Right? And I say we should do thumb, even though shaky thumb, thumbs up or thumbs down for these DMs, okay? Let's see. I'm 72 and that's what you need. Down.
I'm 72 and that's what you need.
Yeah, I need a 72-year-old. Genuinely obsessed with you. I'm 26, by the way, winky face. Still not gonna, it's not gonna work. Another hey. Here's a good one. Hey, will you accept me as a BF? No, I will not accept you as a BF. I don't have a clue as to who you are. What would you say to that? Or should I tell him to go over to Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce because she'd like to accept you as a BF?
No.
Oh my God, this is good.
I have all the BFs I need. Thanks.
You got enough? You got BFs? Now here's one here that says the Siskel and Ebert of fucking. That's what we are. The Siskel and Ebert of fucking. Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to process that.
And we're processing. Okay. Oh.
So this says the theory is that men assume that when a girl knows your age, they think the younger they are, the better they are in the bedroom. Oh dear God, is that ever wrong?
Oh dear God, that cannot be right at all.
That is like the wrong end of the stick on that one.
What do you mean no bra? I have a bra. Here it is.
Men who are, especially men who are interested in being sexual and interested in pleasure, they become better and better and better lovers. I'm here to tell you.
She's here to tell you. I will agree that there is wisdom with experience.
Yeah.
Even though every woman is a snowflake and we're all different and we're all it takes different things for different women and like how to make a cake. Even though that's all being said, I will say that if you're very young, you need to be true. You need to be schooled on some things. Anyway,
and this person says older women are always attracted to younger guys. It's just facts. It's not facts.
No, it's not facts at all.
Older women are not always attracted to younger guys.
It depends on the individual.
Some are, some aren't. I mean, I know a lot of women personally
who are
that
not
are my age or older who love older
Oh
women.
yeah, I would mainly, especially if they got out of a bad marriage and they have no money. Having an older man.
No, but I think they just think that they're more seasoned and more
mature.
gracious.
Yeah.
I mean, they can also be bigger assholes too. I mean, it goes both ways, right?
And the same with women. You might find women that are bigger assholes too as they get older. Who knows?
Absolutely.
Someone asked me about my bra.
Women.
I would like to answer the question.
What was that?
I want to tell you that this top was given to me. I was a freebie from Veronica M. And if you want a discount, go to veronicam.com and say KarenLee 20, get 20% off. But I just want to tell you that I am wearing a bra for those of you who didn't think I was. In case you're wondering, M.L. Layden Kekas.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yes.
What color is it?
My bra? Or my shirt? It's nude.
You have to pick.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, it's nude?
I am now going to get completely thrown off Instagram for showing that bra. I know you're looking for a man with experience. You just got to know how to do it when you do it. It's how you use it, but just because I tell you Mary is now mean, I know you don't want to screw me. Interpreters.
Can you translate that?
Translate into English, please. Sorry, I have not figured out what that all meant. Love your dress. Keep grinding, never stop. Okay. Good evening to Stephen.
Don't forget, we've got badges lit up here tonight. So
all right.
tipping
is if you want to see Dr. Nancy's bra, you don't have to look too far because she's probably not wearing one. Why is the color of my bra in? My bra is a nude color bra. It's all exciting. So exciting.
So there's a couple questions here.
About my bra?
What is it for you, maturity or age? Because some people grow physically but not mentally. So
I take age off the table. I know young guys that act very mature. I know old guys that act very immature. I don't think one has necessarily a lot to do with the other after age 25. And I've done a whole series on TikTok about the importance of being past 25 because of some of these idiotic comments. And when I say idiotic, I mean idiotic. And one of them was born in 1962, so he's not a young chicken.
No. I'm much more interested in the maturity level of a person because an immature man at any age is not attractive.
Immaturity, yeah.
Men who act like babies, who pout, who throw tantrums, who act out, who feel entitled. I mean, that's all very immature mindset. They can't have a conversation. They're defensive.
That doesn't sound appealing to me at all.
No, There's nothing appealing about that. I don't care how old you are.
So when you're sliding into getting back into these DMs, when you're sliding in, remember, you do not want to appear like an idiot or a child.
This is important.
Here's someone who said, and this all came from a guy who said, I would sleep with you if you gave me a PS5. So I went off. I went off. I couldn't handle it. I could not handle it at all. And since then, it's been a tidal wave of similar type comments. Most comments, 95% of the comments on my TikTok are very complimentary. There's that 5% that act like complete assholes that I like to call out. This one says, hey, I'm 25 from the Caribbean and I have a PS4.
Okay.
Now, this thumb twitch thing, I wonder if anybody is a gamer, if you guys that have a thumb twitch thing going on have found it from gaming too. That's not what's going on. I have not been gaming. I don't have time for that. I only have time for TikToking. My boyfriend is 25 and more mature than many people I know twice his age. Jennifer, that is what exactly our point. We are 100% sure. Certain of this. Yeah.
So, Karen, do you love to wear high heels?
No. You probably do.
I love the feel of them. I like the way they make my legs look. I like the stature in them, but they hurt my feet.
Yeah.
And I'm just not tolerant of foot pain anymore. So I prefer to wear them with them pointed up toward the ceiling than pointed down toward the floor.
I love this woman. I knew I love this woman for a reason. So you just put them on for the whole effect.
The effect, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I literally have high heels that I will wear to and from the car. Okay, go into the car, into the restaurant, back into the car, back into the home. And other than that, there's no high heels going on. I do wear platforms though, because I'm only 5'2", and otherwise I look like a dwarf. Not that there's anything wrong with looking like a dwarf, but sometimes you want to.
Careful.
I mean, I look very short because my boyfriend is a foot taller than me. He's 6'2" and I'm 5'2".
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so there's a big difference in height.
You need to carry a step stool around.
I do. Well, it's handy though, but especially because like he can use all the shelves that are up really high, and I don't care because I can't reach him anyway.
Yeah.
It's always advantages. Let's see. Jennifer said, I just told him what you said about the PS5 and he was floored. He couldn't believe it. Jennifer, go to my TikTok. You will not believe what's going on over there. I mean, we're talking crazy shit.
So somebody wants to get serious about pubic hair.
I've been wanting to get serious about pubic hair. Have you?
Okay, let's get serious about pubic hair.
Jennifer, ask your boyfriend if he wants to get serious about pubic hair. We want to know. She's 5'2" and her boyfriend's 6'1". Okay, so platform and wedges. That's it. I thought you were at least 5'6". No, I am not 5'6" by any stretch of the imagination. And Nancy is, though, I'm sure. How tall are you?
5'7".
5'7", even better. Can you show us your high heels? I'm not wearing. I can show you my Fred Flintstone feet. That's about it. And someone told me, interestingly enough, I don't know where it was, that they also had Fred Flintstone feet. I had a perfect match.
Last week,
yeah. That was a perfect match. I had a match right there. I hope you like, oh, this was another funny DM. I hope you like chocolate, because once you go brown, all the other colors let you down. With some little splish. I thought Shamal was very funny there. That was a good one.
I haven't heard that one.
One guy named 80 said milfting. Milfting. What does milfting mean? Anyone? Milfting?
I don't know. Milfting?
We're getting a lot of like these kind of things on YouTube. Like, oh my God. I didn't even get started. If you start looking at these TikTok things, you're not going to believe some of them. One of them told me I was smelly.
Let's come back to pubic hair.
Pubic hair. We were going to do pubic hair. Let's do it.
Yeah. What do we got? So, yes or no?
Pubic hair?
Yes or no?
I like it trimmed nice and neat.
Okay.
If you want to shave it off, that's fine.
How about completely gone? Yeah.
That's completely gone, but I don't like the big ass bush. I'm sorry. I don't think men like it either. It's just too much shit going on down there. As my friend says, you can't find the forest from the stump.
Well, for men, I mean, if you want your penis to look bigger, shave completely.
And lose a little weight in your gut.
Well, that's true. Big bellies does make the penis go inward.
Yeah.
So, and as a nurse, I have some stories about that, but I'll save those for
Save so that I got definition here as to milfing seems like it's Caribbean slang. Okay, so it's Caribbean. It probably is. Anyway, this was one of the better comments that I did like this comment. I might say back to comments, except that I can't find where they are now. Oh, damn it. Never mind. I can't find it.
Somebody likes a fluffy triangular bush.
Oh, we're back to bushes.
I think bush is coming back.
Bush is coming back.
I think so.
The bush is back.
Bush is back. Yeah, we have to do a song.
I don't know. What do you guys think about bushes? Can you bite your lips and say, oh, what the fuck was that? What is the difference between a MILF? What?
Go ahead.
Well, I want to know the difference between a MILF and a cougar, and I think there's a huge difference, Logan. Huge. One is someone you just look as a sex object and you want to fuck her, and that's it. Oh, that's what it was. That the comment was really rude. Someone said I was like a used car with a lot of mileage or something like that. Thought that was here. It was.
Oh.
Why do men want this? It's used and pre-owned. Whoa. That's all I had to hear. I went off on this one.
That person is never getting laid.
Well, that's probably why I wrote it. But there were 600 comments about that, and a lot of them were basically comparing it to a car, like a classic car. But I
see that's men objectifying women.
Right.
It's like they just turned you from a human to a thing,
right,
to be acquired, used, and discarded. Fuck that.
Fuck that is right.
That's terrible.
But I did get a wonderful comment here, and it got I can't see the comment because it's in tiny writing, and also because I didn't put captions on this one for some reason.
So this person has asked the question before, do you like to wear stockings? No.
No, she doesn't even wear underwear.
No.
Why would you wear
stockings? I don't like to be confined. I rarely wear clothes.
Oh, so we're back to the MILF thing. So the MILF is mother I like to fuck, and the cougar is someone who I think is a strong, confident, older, unique, genuine, assertive, and racy woman. Hence why I enjoy that word. But, both of them are kind of stereotypes that don't really exemplify the individuality of a person.
Exactly. Yeah, I think, it's objectifying women.
Yeah.
Turning them into something to be acquired. It's like guys who think, well, I'm going to go out and get me a girlfriend. Well,
right.
You going shopping?
Go buy one at the cougar store because everyone wants to know where the cougars hang out.
Yeah, it's like, people have to choose each other.
Yeah.
You don't get to go out and choose a person. It's not a shopping expedition. And so when you start using terms like MILF or cougar or hot wife or any of those things, I think they're just very dehumanizing.
Right.
And we need to be mindful that women have had to fight very, very hard and for a very long time to be treated as humans.
To use the brain.
And to have human rights. Right?
Right, which is why when someone on my Patreon said, I want a picture of your dress up and show me your ass, it got me very irritated.
Yeah, it's like, who do you think you are? Bossing me around.
For a $10 patron? A $10 patron? I don't think so.
Well,
$10,000 patron?
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, give me $100,000 and I might show you my ass up in person.
Let's see. Here,
Take that back.
take it back because you're going to start getting offers. I'm 20. I'm going to be 25 in November. When can we do the do? That one killed me because this one does not know how to add. Last I heard, if you're 20 years old in November, you're not going to be 25. I don't know, unless there's a different solar calendar that I don't know about.
Maybe it's leap years.
Maybe he's in leap years. Yes, he could be in leap years, but even then, it's still wrong.
Okay, Brady, you got me on that one.
Yeah, that was
Target is where Cougars are.
again. Although I was once attempted. Someone tried to pick me up in Target in the shoe department.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, let's do the dance with no pants. Okay. Let's see.
So what are some of the one of my pet peeves is when people, and I put this on Facebook the other day, don't inbox me and say, hey, I'd like to ask you a question.
Oh.
And then not ask the question.
I don't even like when they ask me a question. Because there are places to ask questions. I get people that send me 2-page emails that I'm supposed to sit down and respond to.
No, I usually say, if you have a question about me and my work, go back to my profile page and read it.
Yeah.
And put it out there for you to read. If something's not on there, it's because I don't want you to know that.
Yes. So she's extremely serious about this shit. So don't mess with her. But but
the personal questions, when people message me, a total stranger, and ask me personal sexual questions.
I'm getting them right now. What are you talking about?
What makes people think that's okay on any level, in any country, on any day?
Well, I say you don't ask a question online that you wouldn't ask someone in an elevator, or you wouldn't ask your your mom's friend. If you wouldn't ask your mom's friend, what her bra size is, then you don't ask me what my bra size is.
Right.
Okay.
And what does it matter to you? You're never going to have these boobs in your face.
Oh, yes. Neo said, oh, thank you. In our core, we're animals, so sometimes lust leads.
Right, but you have a brain that should override the lust in what comes out of your mouth.
Right.
I don't buy that crap about boys will be boys, men are just animals. Bullshit. You live in the real world. Act like a human.
Well, it also can be interpreted as, at heart, the initial meeting might be something that you feel like you need to be attracted to the person. And I would agree with this. When I was single, would be like, within 3 seconds, I was like, I could tell if something's going to not work out. It's hard to make something happen if you don't have chemistry. Is that what you were saying, Neo Zangitz?
Do you think that chemistry? Sometimes I think we over empower initial attraction or initial chemistry. I think
I do. I think that a lot of times you can be extremely attracted to someone, and then they open their mouth and you're like, oh, this is the worst.
Right.
But if you're initially turned off completely, it probably ain't gonna. It's not gonna. Yeah. If you're repulsed, it's not gonna change. I've tried that.
Anytime there's the ick factor.
Yeah.
That I say you have to pay attention.
Right. It's a hell yes. Let's get the fuck out of here. I mean, I had Starbucks dates where I saw a guy walking up to the counter, and I'd be like, wish this coffee was not going to take place.
Can I get it to go?
Yeah. Wars have been fought over women. Why? We can all think, but we choose.
There is a myth of first impressions, for sure. Because haven't you ever met somebody that you didn't like at first? They just annoyed you, or something really bugged you about them. It wasn't like an ick factor, but thank you, Brady. But they just kind of were like, you're just kind of annoyed by them, and then when you got to know them, you really liked them? Have you ever had that?
Yeah, I've had that a lot. Because sometimes people can be very annoying when you first meet them and then you like them. But I've never had it where I'm like repulsed chemically. Like I'm big on the scent. If my nose tells me no.
Well, that's another thing for people is make sure you smell good.
Yes, make sure you smell good.
Smelling good is really important because the olfactory sense, that's like one of our most primal senses, the sense of smell. And that will take us to the deepest, darkest, lightest memories, the scent of the scent. So if you pick up a scent that's not appealing to you, or it's, it can really turn you off. Here's a great question. Best way to approach older women. Karen has a book.
Oh, here we go. Where is that damn book? Fuck Games, Date Cougars. I will get it.
And it's on Amazon, and you can buy her book, support her work.
Oh,
she put a lot of time in this book, and be educated too. It's totally empowering for you.
F*CK. Fuck Games, Date Cougars. It's on Amazon under my name. You will love it. It comes in a soft cover like this, and also on PDFs or digitally. I shouldn't say PDF. Digitally. And Dr. Nancy has a way that you can support her as well too. She has quite a few different ways, but one of them would be go to counseling with her.
Yes, I do counseling. I help people figure out what they want to do with their lives and why they're not getting what they want, and how to process the blockages in their lives.
Right. Anybody would love to have a one-on-one with her.
You mean in like a Zoom session?
In a Zoom session. I don't mean one-on-one. Now, people are telling me what they. I had to read a few of these. Okay. Is it too soon to ask her on a dinner date right away when you just meet her? No. What do you think?
I think if you've just met, I would start with something not quite as formal as a dinner date. Mm-hmm. Maybe a walk, or a coffee date, or a lunch date, or a brunch on a Sunday. That's kind of fun. But I think a dinner date, if you don't know that they have romantic interest in you, could feel too personal.
Right. I said no initially, but then I was forgetting about the fact that you might not really know the person.
Right. Yeah.
When you just met
if you know a person and you feel some chemistry, then you'll get a sense whether they want to spend a few hours with you.
Well, I've been on like dates that start off, let's just get a drink, and then if we both are feeling it, let's make it into a dinner. That's a different situation. That's what it's kind of referring to. Another question.
Yes.
Statements.
Yes. Danelle has a question. Danelle says, "Is it okay if I ask you a question?"
Oh God!
So if you have a question,
just ask it. You're trying to irritate her. Don't mess with her. She can be a lioness if you do that.
I take all of my first dates to Long John Silver's and split the check.
That's a very generous thing to do. Let's see. Wars have been fought over women. Why? We can all think, but we choose not to when it suits us. Neo, what does that mean?
Yeah. So, no, I wouldn't ask a first date to hedonism.
First date to hedonism? Oh, I still would like to understand what that means. Wars.
If you go to hedonism by yourself, other people that will be there by themselves, that would be a great place to meet somebody that you know is already ruled out, like they're open-minded and they're curious and they're adventurous.
But so that's a great way to meet people. They might not be like as what's the word? They may not be up for dating. They might just be there for their own self, right?
Certainly, but they're an adventurous person.
Yeah.
So you kind of get to they've got a few things that maybe if you're interested in going to Hedo and then they're at Hedo, that's a commonality.
But they're not necessarily going there to hook up. They might be going there just to be free and have fun.
Exactly.
I don't want people to think it's like just a hookup place.
No, it's not a sex resort.
Not a sex resort. I just wanted to clarify for those of you who don't know what Hedo is.
So, is it Lyra Jorge? Thank you. You're very kind with your comments.
Oh.
And Bryson, hi.
David saying, I love
Brady
it
says-
when my women be wearing white panties and a white bra and some pretty black boots, and it's a turn on for me.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. It could be a turn on.
Brady says coffee dates and Top Golf are great dates.
Oh,
Top Golf, that's kind of a fun thing to do. Yeah.
golfing. I like golfing. Someone said an escort has a book called Fucked Games. Well, mine is Fuck Games. There's no ED at the end.
And then Date Cougars, yeah.
And it also has Date Cougars on it. Seriously, an escort in San Diego called Shiraz Morgan, but I'm too young. Actually, I met her. Yeah, I met Shiraz Morgan on YouTube. She was on YouTube when I was really active on YouTube for a long time. I think she was on my channel a couple times, or I was on hers, or vice versa. She is an interesting cat. She's very interesting. I bet her book is pretty cool, but it's not going to anything like my book. I can tell you, hers is probably about her adventures. Still see.
So here's a great question. Here's a serious question.
A serious
If
question.
me and my wife, enjoy just all out banging, how can I determine when or if she wants a more sensual experience? Try one. Give her an erotic massage.
There is
Okay.
an app, and here it is with me fucking this up. Simpatico.com.
Okay.
And it's like a survey. It's an online survey. You and your partner take this online survey about hundreds of different things, and you send it in, and then they send you back which ones you guys have in common that you want to try together. That would be good for this person.
Oh.
And if you enter code,
what's it called? Simpatico?
Simpatico.com, you can get a discount if you enter code SNEAKY, SNEAKY, I think, or Sneaky or Mom, one of those two. But I think that'd be something that'd be so fun to try. And also let you, especially if you're in a long-term relationship with someone, or even just getting to know them and you want to find out like what they want, and you don't want to necessarily share your kink per se or what you want to do. It's a good thing to do that with your partner and see what you have in common. And they don't share the things you don't have in common. Like, I like getting, candle wax dripped on my ass or something, If you're shy about telling the other person about this, you don't have to worry.
Jaya has a website, and she has a test that you can do online that gives you your erotic blueprint. So that's kind of a cool thing to do.
That's cool too.
To decide kind of what your eroticism is about. Are you more into kink? Are you more into sensual?
Yeah, you might find out you're into something you didn't know you were into.
Right. So there's a couple things. So I will put those when I upload this video to my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I put in a bunch of writing, and I add links to things that we've discussed. And Karen, all of our social media, our Patreon, all those links are in there. So you can go to my YouTube channel, Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce, or the Sex Host Doctor, and you can find all of our past shows. So you can look for this one, and I'll have the Simpatico, and then
I should get you I don't want to give you the wrong link.
Yeah, so give me your codes, and I'll add those.
It's either Mom or Sneaky. I can't remember which.
Okay.
There's a lot of codes, and I never get those straight. And of course, they're all written down over here, and I can't see it. Let's see. Do older women like younger?
We missed you too, Bryson. I hope you're doing better. Bryson had a death in the family last week.
No.
So.
Sorry. I hope it wasn't someone too close. I hope it wasn't from COVID.
Yeah, I've heard a few people. A few of my friends have had people die of COVID recently.
Yeah. Do older women like younger men? The age-old question still Steve asks.
Not all.
Some do, some don't.
Yeah.
Some might.
I mean, I think all when you say the word all anybody, it's an unanswerable question.
Right.
Not all anything like anything. So it's like,
yeah,
you know,
I don't even know from
you know,
one moment to the next what I'm going to like. So I can't tell you what everybody else is going to like.
So just because a woman is a certain age or looks a certain way doesn't tell a thing about what she likes.
There are,
who she wants to spend time with.
right, but there are younger, older women who do like younger men, and they prefer that, and there are younger women who like older men. Did I do that right?
Yeah.
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 Let's see. What about calling over text to set a date? What do you like better, calling or texting to set a date?
Calling.
Older women in general, or just, you know, you'd advise it to anybody?
If you're going to date somebody, you got to put a little extra effort than you would just put in with somebody that you were just, you know, sending a casual text to, or, or, you know, I mean, so I think, you know, if you're trying to make an impression on somebody, and you're trying to let a person know that you're interested in getting to know them on a deeper level. Yeah. So put in the effort.
Give them a call.
Pick up the damn phone.
Yeah, give them a call.
However you hold the phone.
Well, you know me with the goddamn thumb. I'm holding it constantly. Yeah. And then I'm holding this thing constantly. And I'm holding other things constantly. Where are the events, places of interest for cougars to meet younger gentlemen during the COVID times? Hope you ladies are well. Steve, good ass question. I'm wondering if they're not going to start holding events, not in general, where only vaccinated people can go. And maybe, I don't know. They might.
I would vote for that.
I'm voting for that too. But then the poor people that can't get the vaccine, if they can't get to it, then they're shut out.
No, that's not a thing.
Everybody.
There's vaccines within 5 miles of anybody right now.
So then there's no excuse.
And if you can get to an event, you can get to a vaccine site.
All righty. I was caught doing sex.
No excuse.
Andrew says he was caught doing sex with her husband. Now she's not answering my calls. How do I get her back? You were caught having sex. You were caught doing sex with her by her husband. And okay, so she's having an issue with her husband. Stay away, Andrew. Let her work it out with her husband first. That's what I say. What do you think?
Yeah, leave her alone. So how does it feel to be fully vaccinated? Woohoo!
Woohoo! It feels liberated.
Freeing,
yeah.
Liberating, wonderful.
We were able to be together in person.
Right. And I also feel like I've done my part to make a difference in our whole world. So
yes.
I'm frustrated with the people that are choosing not to do it, because I feel like they're consciously not doing their part to make this thing go away. Therefore, people are still dying. We still have 8 people in ICU in our little town up here.
Oh, no.
With COVID, and we had a 50-year-old die yesterday. And so it's like, come on, people. The bullshit out there about the vaccine makes me insane. Yeah.
Good question here. What are the things to talk about on a first date with a cougar? Read the book, Fuck Games Day Cougars, that I wrote, because I do have a section on what to talk about. But basically, I think you would talk to an older woman, I would say the same way you would talk to any friend that you want to have a decent conversation with. Just, there's no right or wrong of what you can talk about. Make sure you're talking about and listening to what she has to say. Asking the right questions.
When a young guy says to a woman, any woman, but particularly an older woman, "Oh, baby, I can rock your world," that is like the biggest turnoff.
All right. So what not to do is easier than what to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, when a guy tells you how great he is in bed, they don't usually match up to that.
Right.
If you got to talk about it, it's usually
you're setting yourself up to be a big disappointment. So
right.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't work out well for you either.
But Antoine,
better for us to think you don't really know what you're doing, then we'll teach you.
Yeah. Antoine, if it is, a first date, just let's spend some time asking really good questions, like how or what questions, or how she feels about certain issues. Stay away from the hot topic ones like politics and stuff like that. I wouldn't start with that right away. I would start with maybe more about passions or hobbies or what makes you tick.
So I would suggest getting a little deck of cards.
Oh, she likes that deck.
And before you go on your date, pick out 2 or 3 cards and memorize the questions. They're open-ended questions that they get people talking about things that aren't triggering.
Right.
That
like
just
politics,
allow you to have
religion.
great conversation.
Yeah. Stay away from politics, religion, anything that you think that cause rift. Although if you're on one side or the other and it's very important to you, and the other person says that they're a Trump supporter, where am I going with this now? Then that would be an issue.
Yeah.
See, this is a good question.
I don't speak Spanish. Do you speak Spanish? I don't.
Poquito, but this is a good question. What's the next 3 things you want to complete on your bucket list? Now, that's a good question to ask to any older woman if you're on a first date with her. I like that question.
Yeah.
Because it makes you're thinking about not just 1, but 2 and 3. Come on. 1 is hard enough. Do you have any of the next 1 or 2 or 3 things that you would like to complete on your bucket list?
Are you asking me that question?
Yes.
I mean, I've done a lot on my bucket list, so.
Her bucket list is just runneth over.
Well, I mean, I think it would be really fun, actually, to take a train across the United States.
Okay.
And to see, because I haven't spent a lot of time on trains, but they're so fun, and you can walk around. They're nice. You can eat. You can sleep. I mean, it's like a travel. It's a cool way to travel. But I think it would be fun to see to be able to see all kinds of different parts of the United States without having to drive it. So
I think it's a very good call because I can't stand being in the car and it just drives me crazy.
Yeah,
that's a good call.
Yeah, so I think that would be fun. And I gotta go to the Maldives, Bali, and Greece. Those are my 3 top places I need to go.
We talked about Greece last week too. Little pinchy of the tushy. When is it appropriate to pick up or drop off a cougar a first date or second date? What? Cougars are very independent, but I still think it's a nice touch to pick them up or drop them off. Are you talking about driving them on a first date or second date? I mean,
no, that doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, you don't want to get. Someone may get the creeps because I've gotten in the car. One of my all-time favorite stories is some guy, I've been talking to him for a while online, and he came to, I said, normally I wouldn't have him pick me up, but I knew people in the neighborhood knew him, blah, blah, blah. So he comes to pick me up in a Jeep. I get in the front seat. I look in the back seat. What's that? It's like a little baby's blanket. I saw a car seat and a baby's blanket. I said, oh, is that your child's blanket? And he goes, that? Oh no, that's my whoopee. I go, that's your whoopee? He goes, yeah, that's my whoopee. And she has her own whoopee and I got my whoopee. I go, you're talking about the baby blanket back there? She goes, yeah, that's my whoopee. That's mine.
Oh.
What not to say on a first date and why you don't want to get in a car with someone on the first date. What? And I literally was so taken aback that he would have his own blankie. Like a little green fuzzy little blanket that like little infants have or little children have.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Okay.
So my reason for never ever having a new person pick you up at your house. In fact, I think it's really smart for women to never tell a new guy where they live. Don't
tell anybody where you live.
No, and to get in a car. I mean, why would a woman get in a car with a stranger?
Especially, yeah.
Listen,
nobody wants to get.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, KW. Thank you. Women are murdered by guys that way.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter whether you're a murderer or not.
Right.
Women, if a woman is smart, she would never agree to that.
Right. The only reason I did was, like I said, I knew people who knew him. So he's kind of vetted out that way, and I had been talking to him for a while. No one told me, though, that he has a baby blanket. LOB. They should have told me that.
Yeah. Well, he told you by showing you.
Note to self, do not bring whoopies in the car. So they're saying, so DN says, I want to take a train ride through Europe. That's not a bad idea. Although, again, I knew someone who was chloroformed in a train car in Europe when they were sleeping.
That's awful.
Didn't realize, I think it was my brother, but he didn't realize he was supposed to lock the cabin door, and he left it open. Whoops.
Oh.
That was not good. Let's see. She's going to want to drive her own car on the first date unless she really knows you. What? There's a lot of questions here. How young men prefer cougars over the toxic, ultra-feminist young ladies who want a feminine man, at least here in France. Now young, that wasn't how. Now young men prefer cougars. Okay. So that's what's going on in France as per Antoine.
That's a lot going on there. I'm trying to read all these over here.
That's a lot going on there.
I lost you. So 20 years in, still banging, no problem with kink, swing, fetish, or whatever we tried. But how do I know when it's time to forget all about that and be intimate? I don't think you ever need to forget all about that. I think you can just add some intimacy, some gentle, sensual things in and see how you both respond to it.
What if you just set up a schedule? Like once every 4 days, we have romance night. No BDSM shit going on except for on Thursdays.
Well, and there's something called sensual kink. So you can take your kink and make it incredibly sensual and romantic and intriguing, but a little kinky. So there's all kinds of ways to combine things. I don't think you ever have to give something up to add something else in.
I agree.
I would say after 20 years, just keep mixing it up.
Keep mixing it up. Bring in your sex toys. Bring it. Speaking of which, it's Mother's Day coming up.
Yeah.
You guys.
So we were asked, what was the best Mother's Day gift you ever got?
I think the gift of time with my kids. That to me is the best. When I'm with my kids and we go to a winery and we, just to go around and talk about what they love about me. That's best. I couldn't ask for a better gift than that. Who wants anything besides that?
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I think mine are when I get love letters from my kids.
Uh-huh.
When they'll write me a letter for a holiday and
like Mother's Day.
Yeah, like Mother's Day, and just kind of talk about our relationship from their perspective. I think that's always insightful because we only know our perspective of any relationship.
Right.
So when somebody shares their viewpoint, especially one of your kids, it's, of course you're sobbing through the whole thing. So you have to read it like minutes.
Sometimes I savor them too. I hold off and don't read them right away.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So for you guys,
I think those kind of things last forever.
Yeah, on YouTube, this is two mommies that said that is what we like best. And we suggest you do that for your moms and your girlfriends who are mothers or your wives or significant others that are in your life that you want to make cry.
I'm a big believer in don't go buy a card, make one.
Or if you buy a card, make sure you write in the card, okay?
Well, yeah, write your heart, but cards are trite, and so make a card. Make all my greeting cards for anybody. Any birthday, I make all, and I always try to find a picture of us together and to put on the front, so that they feel the connection. And then I write something very personal, to them. I think those kind of things matter. They matter to me, so I give that.
That's
out.
Beautiful. What do you guys think about that? Please tell me you're going to do that because I think I'm a terrible card writer now that I just go buy them and write in the card. And now I should do something personal like you. If I didn't have the thumb issue, that might be it. Jonathan wants to change the subject and says, what do you think about orgy, the pros and the cons? Well, it's about time. We're about to be shut off. I don't know if we're going to get to that question. We'll have to.
What was the question?
Orgies, pros and cons.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, they can be confusing.
All right, so we're going to pick up where we left off next week. Same time, same schedule with Dr. Nancy and Ms. KarenLee Potter here. We're both on Patreon. You know how to find us on Patreon. You know, I was kidding about the guy who wrote me.
Thank you for the badges.
Thank you for the badges, for all the love. But I was kidding about the guy that wrote me like 2 huge paragraphs today on my email. I'm not going to sit and answer them. I mean, I know he appreciates, you know, the thought I put into the videos and stuff, but if you're not going to ask me on Patreon, there's no place else that I'm going to be answering. I just don't have the time to answer all these, you know, they're important questions to you, but I don't know who you are, and I just can't devote that kind of time. So the way you find us.
If you need counseling.
And counseling, of course, you can make an appointment with Dr. Nancy. I don't do counseling anymore. Unless you're in the $100 level at Patreon, I will do that. But Patreon is the way you want to help us out and connect with us. patreon.com/Dr. Nancy and KarenLee. So there's 2 different Patreon pages. We have one is for Dr. Nancy and one is for KarenLee. Join both of us because we're both awesome women with wine.
So last question, what are you looking most forward to doing this summer?
Me? You?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this summer. I live in LA every day summer. I don't even know where to begin. I am going to a wedding this summer, and I'll be able to see all my old friends and family, and it's going to be a fun activity. That's going to be a fun thing to do. I got plans with my besties back home, so I think that's what I'm looking forward to right now. I'm also going to be with my son at Podcast Movement first week in August. He's speaking, so that's going to be cool. It's going to be in Nashville, so that's something I'm looking forward to as well. So I guess traveling.
Very cool.
How about you?
Yeah.
Traveling?
Jamaica, June.
Jamaica.
My exotic lifestyle retreat. Yeah.
She's looking forward to it. You guys?
It's going to be a reunion. We haven't seen each other for 2 years, many of us. So it's going to be really incredible.
Look out, Jamaica.
Yeah, very fun. And somebody asked, Brady said, yeah, thank you. He gave me a plug on the appointments. And somebody asked for our number. My number is, I don't have a number.
Look on her website. She'll email you how to do it.
Go to www.drnsp.com. And Karen is KarenLee Potter.
POTER.com. You'll find both of us we have websites. You can find all of our stuff.
I keep trying to get Karen to go to Jamaica with me. She's.
I have to add that on the list as well. I'm getting a new puppy tomorrow. Tomorrow's
the day.
If you guys want to give me a good Mother's Day gift, go to check out my podcast, Sex Talk with My Mom. That's right there that I put out weekly. It's on wherever you listen to podcasts, Sex Talk with My Mom. Check it out. It'll be a great Mother's Day gift if you subscribed over there, because we want to get new followers.
Thank you, Megan. She says our number is 1. We're number 1, you and Karen. We share the number.
That's awesome. I don't think I have any of these. I'm missing a lot of these people here. Anyway.
You have to scroll down.
I guess.
All right.
Good night to you.
Well, next
Sweet dreams.
Next week we'll be back. And so thank you for your support. We really appreciate the badges, and go to our Patreon, follow us on our social media, and tell us what you think of the show. Share it with your friends. We'll be back next Thursday.
Yeah, we will see you next Thursday. And in the meantime, make sure you subscribe on all the social media so you don't miss. We usually post about tonight, but I forgot to do it today. So what else can I say? But definitely we will see you next week.
If you want to know how to come to my retreat, go to my website. It's on my retreat.
Right.
drnsp.com and events.
And if you're asking me for help, I'd be happy to help you on Patreon. You can message me back and forth. I'd be happy to help you, but I can't do it here on YouTube or TikTok anymore. Can't do it. Thumbs won't allow it.
Thank you for the Happy Mother's Day, and Happy Mother's Day to all.
Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. Oops, there goes it's it. I lost her. That's it. We were cut off. I love you guys. We will chat soon. Make sure to follow us on Patreon and Sex Talk with My Mom.